So, Nadine Dorries watch still continues, still going on. All the way back, she announced, along with Boris Johnson, that she was going to resign. Did she? No. Boris Johnson went through the exact same at the same time process. We've had a by-election, but Nadine Dorries hasn't. She has clung on for I don't know what reason. And here's the thing. Rishi Sunak could, if he had a spine. I mean, this just goes to show you, and probably the easiest example of Rishi Sunak once again being a completely weak prime minister. Of you've had someone like Nadine Dorries publicly say she's going to quit and not do it. Why is Rishi Sunak not taking action as the leader of the Conservative Party to make sure that they quit? Because here's the thing, you may remember the last town council that asked Nadine Dorries to quit, because we've got another one asking her for it to quit. They publicly came out and said, you are not representing us. You are not providing the people and the constituents of your seat any form of representation. You have not done surgeries. You have not done anything. You have announced you are going to leave. So please just go. just go. And yet she still continues on in this position. Now, we have heard rumors that she's going to quit in September. We'll see if that rumor turns out to be true or not, or whether she continues hanging on. But we'll see what happens. But before we do go reading into what this new town council's had to say about Nadine Dorries quitting, please do remember to click on the like, share, and subscribe button. And of course, as always, down below there are links to my Patreon page and a one-off link called Buy Me Coffee, where you can buy me coffee. There's the Patreon page, there's the Pony Club, there's the YouTube thank you button, and of course, as always, thank you very much to everyone who does help support the channel. And like I say, you can help it out by clicking the like and share button, and of course, leaving a comment down below as well, helping with all the algorithmical things and whatnot as well. So let's go on into this, because remember, we've already had one town council come out and say, please, hey, you need to go. And we've had members come to the town council meeting, start a conversation. I still haven't had the notes from that, but God, I would love to see the discussion that took place, just like I would see the discussion of this. Again, like I say, I asked, and I never got anything back, unfortunately. Whether or not we will get the notes from this, I really do not know. But if you happen to be local and you can get the minutes of that meeting, specifically around this as well, I would be very, very interested to see them. But this is what oh, hang on. So this is what Shefford Town Council had to say in this, the letter that they sent, and they have published as well on Twitter. So, dear Mrs. Dorries, following a discussion at the full council meeting of Shefford Town Council on Friday the 28th of July, I have been asked to write to you formally on behalf of the residents of Shefford to raise the town's concerns and its frustration at the continuing lack of representation of the people of the Mid-Bedfordshire at Westminster. In your role, acting as Member of Parliament for Mid-Bedfordshire, residents of Stafford feel that due to your scant interest in your constituency, your aversion of attending local events or services, and your lack of maintained constituency office, the local area has been, quote, abandoned by yourself. Your last spoken contribution in the House of Commons was on the 7th of July, 2022. And your last written question was asked on the 20th of December, 2017. In addition, Your behavior and actions reported in the press are in a direct violation of the 7 principles of public life, also known as the Nolan Principles, published on the 31st of May 1995, which apply to anyone who works as a public office holder and those who are elected at public appointed office. Earlier this year, you announced your intention to stand down as a member of parliament at the next election. Your invitation to stand down as a member of parliament with immediate effect was then announced on the 9th of June. 9 weeks have now passed, and you have not resigned. Shefford Town Council has a long history of operating on a non-political bias, with a strong ethos of our council must represent the views of needs of residents regardless of party politics. Our residents desperately need effective representation now, and that Shefford Town Council calls on your honour of your commitment to tender your resignation immediately. And this, bear in mind, the last one was sent by the clerk of the town council. This one was sent by the mayor of Shefford. Will there be action now? I doubt it. I think the only recourse at this point, would be to have a recall election. I think that's the only option. If they want to really get rid of her, then there has to be a recall election. And the only people that can do that are the Conservatives. And they're not really showing, shall we say, too much initiative when you've got 2 local councils in a mid-Bedfordshire seat going, can you please leave? Because you're not representing us, that you haven't stood up in Parliament and you haven't spoken on behalf of the people of mid-Bedfordshire. And according to this, you don't even maintain your constituency office there anymore. And it's, quote, abandoned, according to that statement. That's the only option they've got left. Or someone needs to write to Rishi Sunak and start saying, "Hey, you're leader of the Conservative Party. You need to get rid of Nadine Dorries because she's not representing us. She's not doing this." I mean, that's what needs to happen next. I think you need to get the Conservative Party to have a recall petition, which we'll see what happens, or you need to write to Rishi Sunak, or you need to get the Speaker of the House involved and say, "Hey, she's not fulfilling her duty. She's not fulfilling her obligations. She said she's going to quit. You need to do something about it because she's not representing us." Like I say, that's what they need to do. I think they've reached that point where that is generally what they need to do. They need to either A, start a mass letter writing campaign from the people of Mid Bedfordshire to Rishi Sunak and certainly Lindsay Hoyle, who's the Speaker of the House. That, I think, is the only option that the people of Mid Bedfordshire has to really get rid of Nadine Dorries, because there's this rumor going around that she's going to quit in September. I don't think she will. I don't think she will. I think she's going to hang on for as long as she can. But if she is your representative, then you have my absolute sympathies in this, because I am a very, very big believer that regardless of whoever your MP is, it is their duty, even if you did not vote for them and you vote for a political party, it is the duty of that MP, regardless of who their political affiliation, to provide representation for the people of that constituency. And that means they are not fulfilling their primary democratic obligation. And Nadine Dorries acting this way, yeah, she needs to go. And then also, I put a lot of blame on the Conservative Party because they're allowing her to act this way. Rishi Sunak could act. He's just choosing not to. Because, as we've always said, he's the do-nothing Prime Minister. He just, sits under a table, crosses his fingers, and just hopes. He's hoping inflation is going to go away. He's hoping the economy is going to get better. And now he's hoping that Nadine Dorries will just leave on her own volition. So, as always, thank you very much for watching. And, of course, we'll see you all next time.